Alright guys, before I start this video, I just want to say a quick rest in peace, and it's a terrible tragedy what happened this past Friday. Yesterday, March 15, 2019, where 49 people, women, men, and children were killed inside of two mosques in New Zealand. And it's terrible how, once again, the media likes to show the shooter off because that's exactly what they want. They want to be glorified, they want to be televised, they want to be famous and infamous. Don't give them that gratification. Don't give them that satisfaction, guys, all right? Please just keep those families in your thoughts, guys, and that's all we can do in times like this. All right, that being said, let's get into this video. All right, what's going on, Flix Talkers? Welcome back to another Saturday. So I have some crazy, and a lot of movie news to go over, a lot of scandals, a lot of drama, a lot of cool stuff as well. So don't get it twisted. We are going to get into all this right now with Flix Talk Weekly News. Let's just jump right into it with the first story. Alright guys, so if you didn't hear about the Avengers Endgame poster popping up this past couple of days, it did show all of our heroes in there, but along the top, if you can notice, really tiny, it has all of the names. Everyone was up in arms because it did not show Wakanda's own. I believe her name is Danai Gurira, and she is a huge part of Avengers now, and people immediately jumped on social media saying that this is racism. She's the only black woman on the poster, and her name is not on there. Me, the way I looked at it, guys, was one, we don't know how long she's in this movie. She could have a really short part, hence her name not even being up there as the main feature. Well, I don't think it's going to happen. But two, I personally do graphic design, and I know how damn hard it is to cram text on an elaborate poster like this, guys, and make it still legible. So I didn't even turn to that at all, but apparently everyone is, and because of that, 7 hours after posting the Endgame poster, Marvel laments she should have been up there the whole time via Marvel Studios. Okay, so they're acting like they didn't consult with the poster guy, the graphics people, so they knew what they did, and for whatever reason, they did it. I don't think it's a big deal. She's on the damn poster. Let's just have a great movie and stop making everything such a big deal. Damn. All right, next story. All right, guys, so Sony has next 7 to 8 years mapped out for Spider-Man films and TV projects. We know that the official name is Sony's Universe of Marvel Characters. They aspire to have several shows that cross over, and the projects will be out very soon with something really big. All right, guys, now we get to see Mr. Miles Morales right here. Now, I actually just recently got into Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's something that a coworker always was kind of beating into my head saying, hey, man, you got to check this out whether you like animation or not. So I started the movie. I did not finish it. Maybe I'll finish it today, but visually it looks fucking phenomenal, and I think this is what Sony needs in the MCU right now. So this is some great news. On to the next story. Alright guys, now this next video clip is really cool. Now Mr. John Boyeg from Star Wars, he's made a huge name for himself, not only in that film, but like Detroit, a couple other films that we've seen him in recently, but Star Wars more notably. And Mr. J.J. Abrams gifted John Boyeg with this amazing custom gift. So let's check out what he gave him. That reaction.
Oh, nah. I love this man.
How cool is that?
I love this guy. Look at this. Spider-Man exclusive. Are you what? Hey, my G. Nah, yeah, obviously. What?
You gotta put it on, man. You gotta put it on.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
So if you guys can't, if you can't really tell from this video, it's a little pixely, but it is like kind of like the spider web, you know, on the Stormtrooper mask, and it's a freaking awesome red, one of my favorite colors. It looks badass. So shout out to J.J. Abrams, man. He is doing his thing on the gift giving. Next story. All right, guys. So Worst Mother of the Year award goes to Miss Lori Loughlin. Hey. It goes to you, lady. So apparently she was involved, not only her, but like 48 parents, I believe, in a huge college bribery scheme where she and a ringleader bribed the USC college system into letting her 2 daughters into the college by faking some kind of scholarship. I believe they said she was on the rowing crew when she didn't even do that. It gets crazy, guys. I'm sure you guys can Google it for more information, but I believe she spent something like upwards up to $500,000 for her 2 daughters. It gets deep, guys. So especially for the parents and the children that are looking forward to going to college and that work their ass off to get the right grades so they can get into these colleges, we have people like her that get to scam their way into the colleges and avoid all the hard work because they know their kids can't get there on their own. So shout out to Lori Loughlin for being the worst parent in the world currently. And by the way, Hallmark and Fuller House have dropped her ass. Thank God. Next story. Now on to one of the coolest women in the world. Now if you guys don't know, Captain Marvel is taking over the box offices and Brie Larson is giving the fans a sneak surprise while they're sitting in the theater. She's showing up in this awesome attire that looks like a Captain Marvel custom jumpsuit. I want this shit so bad. It looks badass, but she's showing up with popcorn and drinks in hand, and she's passing out candy and food and taking pictures with fans, and it's so awesome. It shows her right here in the movie theater. She's going behind the concession stand and getting popcorn herself. How awesome is this? You grow up as a kid. I'm sure she was playing with action figures and such, and who would have thought that you are the face? You are going to be the face and first female of the MCU. This has to be such a great feeling for her. And then there we got her taking some selfies with some fans. So shout out to her for being the most amazing woman that we got this week, guys. Next story. All right, guys, another huge one for Marvel Studios. It looks like we could be getting our first Asian action star in a film. So this is big news. So it says Marvel Studios has hired Destin Daniel Cretton to direct Shang-Chi, the first superhero blockbuster starring an Asian protagonist. Cretton is best known for directing short-term 12, The Glass Castle, and the upcoming Just Mercy. He will direct from a script penned by Asian American writer Dave Callahan, with Marvel's goal being to populate the film with Asian talent both on and off the screen. What are your thoughts about this one, guys? I think it's absolutely awesome. The diversity is getting crazy cool. The world is multicultural. Let's put it on the big screen. All right, guys? Next story. All right, guys. So since seeing the Aladdin trailer that dropped, which I actually really liked recently last week, it looks like we have more news from the Aladdin camp. So Alan Tudyk, I believe is how you pronounce it, will voice Iago. So a lot of people were asking, who's going to voice the parrot Iago? Well, it looks like this guy, Mr. R. Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball. So that's pretty much all I know him for, guys, but it looks like he is going to be voicing. And I've seen actually some of his voiceover work, and he's really cool and animated with it. So I'm actually looking forward to this one right here. Next story. All right, so not really news, but I thought it was some cool art that people threw together for the Avengers poster, the new one that just came out, kind of their interpretation on things and just making fun of it. And I wanted to show you guys a couple of those posters now. So everyone knows how Thanos is going to be defeated, right? Mr. Goose the Cat right here. So if you guys haven't seen Captain Marvel, Goose the Cat is the one, guys. Go check out Captain Marvel now. And here's a cool one, guys. I couldn't tell if it was Legos or if it was like that vinyl pop. It looked like more like the vinyl pops by Funko Pop, if you guys haven't checked that out. So yeah, they're replacing all of them with all of the vinyl Funko Pops. This is really cool, guys. And on a side note, guys, someone made this Hitman's Bodyguard. So we know we're going to get the sequel, guys, to Hitman's Bodyguard, but it says Deadpool and Nick Fury. I thought that was freaking awesome. This is the Last Action Hero. If you guys don't know that cover, I'll flash it on the screen right here. The old Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, guys, from the 90s. So their take on it. And it's so cool. If you guys could check out the helicopter up there, it says Hello Kitty. Deadpool, man. He is always on point. And this time we have an MCU DC mashup, guys, because it looks like Gal Gadot, aka Wonder Woman, gave a little nod to Mrs. Captain Marvel, Brie Larson. In her story, she put, "I'm so happy for you, sister. Congrats." That's awesome, showing love, especially since we're on the heels last week of International Women's Day. I see you, Wonder Woman. I see what you're doing. Next story. And the biggest news, guys, James Gunn will direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. They couldn't hold him back. They had to rehire him. So Marvel confirms that the director has been rehired to direct the final movie of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. Whoo! Loving it, guys. Are you loving it too? Let me know in the comments below. But this is freaking phenomenal news, and it actually dropped yesterday morning. I was so excited to talk about it. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments below. And don't worry, DC fans, he still is directing The Suicide Squad, which last week I told you guys, I think it was a sequel, but this time it's actually a complete reboot, guys. So don't even worry. They're disregarding the last one. That's why we're going to get Idris Elba as Deadshot. So it's going to be a cool look. So DC producer Peter Safran says, first of all, we don't call it Suicide Squad 2 because it's a total reboot. Total reboot. So it's the Suicide Squad, and I think people should be extremely excited about it. It's everything you should hope for from James Gunn's script, and I think that says a lot, and that promises a lot, and I know that we will deliver a lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. How many da-da-da-da? A lot. How many da-da-da-da? A lot. I had to do it. And last but not least, guys, this just dropped a couple of hours ago. It says Transformers The Last Night sequel in the development. 2017's The Last Night is getting a sequel despite being the lowest grossing mainline film in the franchise's history with $605 million worldwide. That's low? That's low? Okay, so I didn't personally see The Last Night, guys, but I'm not really a fan of these films. I wasn't even a fan of the first one with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, so you guys can take this as it is. I know Bumblebee last year did really, really well, and I think I'm going to actually pick that one up on 4K when it comes out because I just heard how awesome it was, and I do want to check it out for myself. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, so that ends another week of Flix Talk Weekly News. Let me know what you guys thought about all these stories in the comments below. Alright guys, did I miss something important? I kind of just went and pieced together a couple of different things that looked like it really jumped out at me, but I'm sure I'll get better in the future. By the way, I have a different setup. I'm on the right side of your screen as opposed to the left side of your screen, alright? So we're switching things up a little bit here. I got a different layout, and I'm only going to get more and more pops, guys, for my background. But anyways, if you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys are following me on my social media at Flix Talk Podcast. And you guys can also check out our Movie Full podcast on iTunes, Castbox, and Google Play Music. All right, guys? And if you guys aren't already, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button and bell notification to always get notified about content like this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until the next video, I'm gone. Peace.